Still feels a little weird, though. Guess I'm not used to having the tube out. But it's nothing that would keep me from getting back out there.
You need to give it more time, Helga.
Guess that means you won't be telling the marshal that I'm approved for field duty.
Prontinho, tamo aqui, já tamo on.
There could still be a setback.
Então é o seguinte, eu vou fazer a missão da Freestar Collective. É uma missão extra, né? Pra poder conseguir a Star Eagle, que provavelmente vai ser a nave que vai me ajudar. Assim espero, a enfrentar os estelares.
Seems that way.
That's pretty crazy, even by Shawgang standards.
Aquila's really the heart of the...
You got some business with me?
Vim por indicação do delegado.
Oh. Well, if the marshal sent you to me, that means he's looking to recruit you. Just so you know,
A estileira do homem.
I'll explain who we are and what we do. Well, the Freestar Rangers ensure the safety and security of the Freestar Collective and its people. We might hunt down a fugitive, break up a smuggling operation, investigate a starship theft, or put some would-be bank robbers behind bars. Whatever needs doing to keep the people safe, we do.
Acho isso admirável.
Things that are worth doing. It ain't always easy. But do I think we make the Freestar Collective a little safer for everyone? Yeah, I do. I imagine you've got some questions. I'll answer anything I can.
Não tem nada pra perguntar, valeu.
Okay then. A word about myself. I'm in charge of making sure anyone that wants to be a Freestar Ranger is up to the task. That being said, the Marshal wouldn't send you here if he didn't think you had potential. So, what's it gonna be? Are you ready to sign up with the Freestar Rangers?
Lógico.
I understand the responsibility you are taking on.
Before I hand you a badge, I need to know you can handle the job. You helped out with the hostage situation, but sometimes people just get lucky. Tell you what, use the mission terminal and take one of the listed jobs. Your choice. Come back alive, and we'll talk about you joining up.
Boa noite, Luiz.
Then I suggest you get going.
Pera aí. Ah, ele vai demorar, né? Vai.
You've got potential. Just need
Impossível thumbnail.
A lot of famous people visiting.
Ah, vamos fazer. Não, pera. Qual a missão? Eliminar fora da lei. São curtinho. E parece ser... Ah, pera. Temos tido sérios problemas consideráveis invadindo naves e mantendo a tripulação refém. Temos uma ocorrência em andamento com Autobahn. O sistema Rivera. Vá até lá, acabe com os siderais e realize o resgate. Às vezes aqui que é mais rapidinho, eu acho.
Back up here.
Back.
What have we here?
Eu acho que eu me dei mal. consegui. Oi, nave nível 30 é foda, hein? Embarcar, né? Terminar o que começamos. Vamos usufruir de armas menos letais.
You have no idea what you're up against.
Neutralized.
I never liked them anyway.
We are a very effective team, are we not?
Qual foi, mano? Poxa, como é que vai lá pra cima?
Extra ammunition is always welcome if they have any.
Ah, não dá pra roubar a nave.
Here you are.
Muito bom. Ah, não dá? Tem que matar às vezes os carinha. O caralho. Ei, meu bom.
Good to be alive. It's over. It's over for real? I can't believe you did all of that.
É só o nosso trabalho.
Rangers. And now I need a long shower to forget all of this. Thanks. Thanks again.
Uhul. É uma bonita. Tá, como é que se te liberta aí, meu bom?
We can pause for a moment. If you need.
Acontece.
Docking seal released.
Nível 28 recém. Aí vão dar uma mexidinha nessa coisa de ajuda aqui que tá um negócio feio. Coração mais, eu vou deixar aqui embaixo. Esse kit médico é de 4%, eu vou deixar em cima, beleza? Tá bom assim. E o outro. Aqui, ó. Esse aqui que é o melhorado, eu vou deixar aqui. Kit de emergência. Ah, esse aqui é interessante, só que eu tenho só 2 desses por enquanto. eu achar uma loja no meio do caminho, acho que eu vou comprar mais kit médico. É bom ter bastante em estoque. Dá uma olhada se não tem. Ó, aqui, ó. Armazém.
I wanted you. I'll say right up front. How about I just show you instead of tell you?
Digihack, sempre bem-vindo. Ele tem ajuda? Tem. Bom. Pegou um traje. Tem vestuário. Eu não pretendo trocar minha roupa por enquanto. Olhador. Coisa de drink. Aqui tem um lugar de arsenal, ó. É mais interessante aqui.
You ask me? Trap? Okay. But if you start shooting up the town with something I sold you, I'll be more than a little displeased.
Fala demais. Fala demais. Essa daqui parece uma arma bem interessante. Essa Beowulf aqui, dizem que essa arma aqui é muito boa. Olha. É só isso, muito obrigado. Vou falar com a voz Messier. Ajuda. Sintomas de vício. Eu quero saber qual é o que aumenta o XP. Eu não tenho. Ah, mas tá bom. Vou falar com a mulher.
Well, hey there.
Oh, you're back. How'd it go?
A missão foi um sucesso. Quero partir pro próximo.
You did what I asked, so let's go meet the marshal. Follow me.
Tem uma pessoa que não queria levantar de jeito nenhum.
The mayor's
Vai.
always painting too rosy
We're
a picture,
headquartered
though.
in the upper floors of the Rock, but we also have remote stations throughout Freestar Collective space. Helps us to identify and respond to threats more quickly. There are less than a dozen rangers in all, and we operate with limited resources. Thankfully, most people respect us and are willing to cooperate. In this job,
Buguei a mulher.
eyes, ears, and wits are every bit as important as your badge and your sidearm.
It's really an honor to be able to help out.
O cara anda muito lento.
Excuse me. Marshal?
Emma! I take it you're here because you're satisfied that our new recruit can handle the job.
Seems capable enough, and we could use the help.
All right, then. Step forward, recruit. Let me have a word with you.
Não, tá muito feio.
I've got just one question. Do you pledge to defend the people of the Free Star Collective, even if it means risking your own life?
Dou minha palavra, delegado.
Here, take these. You're now a Free Star Ranger deputy. I'm assigning you to Ranger Wilcox for some field training. Listen good to what she tells you. Welcome aboard, deputy.
Good luck, deputy.
Wish we could throw you a welcome party, but there's work to do. We got word from a farmer on Montera Luna. She says someone's trying to take her farm, and she's afraid she might be in danger.
Parece simples.
Most things do at the start. Doesn't mean they stay that way. That being said, best not to assume anything. Just try to keep an open mind. Grab any supplies you might need, and let's get going.
Pay attention to what Ranger Wilcox tells you.
Beleza. Deixa eu ver o que eu ganhei de novo aqui. Bonezinho. Você é louco? Que isso? É um canhão. Vou colocar aqui no lugar da minha pistola. Aí, senta aí, senta aí. Quero fazer poses. Agora sim.
Good luck out there.
Boa sorte lá fora. Muito obrigado. Acho que irei precisar. Ah não, pera, não preciso sair daqui, né? São aqui.
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're going to do a quick scan for contraband and you can be on your way. And that's it. You're cleared to land.
Aham. Tá 2 aqui, motor pra 1 e bala pra cá. Nunca mais voltei aqui. Será que eu consigo derrotar as naves com a Star Eagle, será? Vamos testar antes, quando a gente conseguir ela. Testar terminar essa Rota Escarlate de uma vez. Que fazendinha bonita. Azeitão, ó.
The Free Star Rangers. You have no idea how happy I am to see you.
I'm Ranger Emma Wilcox. My deputy and I are here to help. Now, tell us...
Que legal minha roupa.
I was out planting in the fields when I saw some men approaching. They looked like soldiers with uniforms and weapons and such. They wanted to buy the farm. Didn't even ask if it was for sale. Their offer was so low, I told them right where they could stick it. They said they'd give me time to think about it, but if I didn't change my mind, I was gonna regret it. Then they left.
Deve ser o Shaw. Se eles pretendem voltar, devem estar em algum lugar aqui perto.
Back behind the house there's some canyons. They went that way. That place is dangerous. Steep slopes, narrow trails, rock slides, and all manner of hostile creatures, too. If you're going after those men, be careful. Oh, there's one other thing. They said they were the first. The first of what, I'm not sure. But there must be more of them coming.
Thank you, ma'am. That should be enough for us to find these men. All right, Deputy. Keep that weapon handy and your eyes sharp. Since these guys don't know we're after them, they're probably not making an effort to hide their tracks.
Várias pegadas de bota levam ao canhão. Ó, virei investigador. Caraca, que lugar legal. Boa. Já varreu o bichinho. O que tem aqui? Ó, que legal. Não quero. Vou pegar cabo zero, né? É bom manter. Tá difícil. Ah, porra! Ó, mais pegadas aqui.
Good eye, Deputy. Looks like we're heading in the right direction. Look out!
Vai continuar vindo? É que é boa essa arma aqui que eles me deram. Ah, coitado.
It would seem that a fall is not the only thing that can kill you here.
Got a situation here.
Ó. Ilha de criaturas. Prontinha. Prontinha. É que tá com lança, com a porra de um lança-granada. Eles estão louca, porra. Tá, caralho. É, pelo jeito tinha uns malucos aqui. Não é ruim.
Profit is never necessary.
Mas eu estou mais exigente agora. Copo de isopor. Ah, tinha gente aqui. Cobalto.
Grab some cover.
Sinapse alfa. Um bicho novo. Ah, qual é? Eu não quero matar nenhum de vocês, entendeu? Estão muito leprosos. Olha. Eu sei que tu consegue, vai. Enquanto isso eu vou investigando. Um pouco à esquerda de novo. Oh, os caras estão muito longe. Se eu soubesse disso, eu teria vindo de carro. Caralho.
You smell that? I'd bet my badge that's wood smoke from a campfire. They're close. Be ready.
Hey, be careful not to point that thing at me.
Vai, mas. Essa cabeça.
Careful now.
Cadê este filho da mãe? Ah, eu vou terminar com esse cara.
Damn, that was a lot.
Cada ser consecutivo causa mais dano, mais 25% de velocidade de ataque. Trabalho feito. Não vou pegar essa porra.
Let's talk.
Ah, nem ferrando. Vamos ver aqui. Buzeiro, cobalto, trabalho feito. Meu contato lá dentro não decepcionou. Já estou com a sua nave recém-saída de fábrica. Que vergonha pra Hope Tech. Vou deixar no local combinado assim que os créditos caírem na minha conta. Se precisar de mais algum roubo de nave, é só chamar. Tô sempre atrás de serviço. Aricoema. O mesmo.
Find anything interesting? Let's see what we have here. Interesting. So, their ship was stolen from the Hope Tech factory. Whoever pulled that off must have been one hell of a shipjacker. Well, I guess someone really wants that farm bad. Speaking of which, let's get back there and let Miss Wagner know that she's safe. For now.
Tem alguma rota alternativa? Cara, tem sim. Cadê? Eu não vou voltar pra ela. Eu posso muito bem teleportar. Só espero que ninguém esteja morto, né? Porque vamos atrás dos meliantes lá.
What's the news? What happened? Did you find those men?
Estava nos canyons, como você disse. Infelizmente tivemos que recorrer à violência.
Good to see you're all right then. They must have been crazy or desperate, trying to take on the Free Star Rangers. So who were they? And why do they want my farm?
Não sabemos, eles se recusaram a falar.
They say the Rangers always get their man, so to speak. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Era pra ter conversado com eles, né?
I'd hate to be remembered as the wagoner who couldn't hold on to the farm that's been in the family for so long. Of course. All the same, I'm grateful.
If you have any more trouble, give us a call. We're in system, so it won't take long to get someone out here. All right, Deputy. Let's get back to the rock. We need to report this to the Marshal.
É isso aí.
Welcome to Aquila City.
Hey, Deputy.
I'm proud to be helping the Free Star Rangers.
What's the story on Montero Luna?
That call we got from Wagoner Farm turned out to be a little more interesting than I was expecting. Some men were trying to run the Wagoners off their land. They tried to buy it first, but when that didn't work, they turned to threats. We confronted them, and unfortunately, it came to violence. None of them survived.
You helped someone in need and came back alive. That's a job well done. For the time being, yes, but you could still be in danger. That's why we need to fill in some blanks. What did you make of these men who were trying to take the farm?
Eles sabiam lutar e estavam bem armados, deviam ser mercenários.
If that's true, then someone must have hired them. Now, did you find anything that might give us a lead on why these men wanted the farm? Hope Tech ships ain't exactly cheap. That thief could probably tell us a lot about these men you ran into.
There's something else. They were dressed in Free Star militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1. Didn't you fight in the Colony War, Marshal? That sound familiar at all?
The 1st Cavalry. I was in that unit for a while. But it was disbanded decades ago. After the Battle of Nera. What was left of it, anyway. Hell, it's our only lead. The Hope Tech factory is in Hope Town on Polvo. Nia Kalu's our ranger stationed out there. She can introduce you to Ron Hope, the president of Hope Tech. He might be able to help you find the thief. Just make sure you stay on his good side. He's on the Council of Governors, and they're the ones we answer to. Good. The last thing I need is the Council breathing down my neck. This is your assignment now, Deputy. Work with the other Rangers. Find out what you can about those men on Montero Luna. Meantime, I'll look into a possible connection with the 1st Cavalry. Good hunting.
Positivo. Vamos pra Narion.
Mayday! Mayday! This is Free Star Ranger Nia Kalu. If anyone is hearing this, system's failing. Need help. I repeat, need help. Approaching ship, you've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. Alright, we're done. Welcome to Hope Town.
Deu problema na nave da mulher.
I'm fine. Shouldn't I be? I just worried you are feeling a great deal of pressure. And we're locked in through something so...
Porra. É, mulher.
Please tell me you're here to help. Not to try and steal my ship. You need my help. I'd laugh if it didn't hurt so much. I was tracking a crew of outlaws that's been preying on merchant ships. Bastards got the drop on me. I ran them off, but they got a few good hits in. As you can see, I ain't in much shape to make repairs.
Vou ver se eu consigo te botar no ar de novo.
Patch her up enough to get to Hope Town. The rest can get fixed up there. Thanks. I owe you one.
Consertar isso aqui, né? Só com a parte de baixo. Daí derrubei o café. O café foi derrubado. Vamos subindo. Vai ser a nossa melhor maneira de subir. Mochilinha tava difícil.
Thanks. That should get me home.
Alguém ainda vai ter que lidar com aqueles bandidos.
They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their hideout, I might never find them again. We can't let that happen.
Me diz pra onde eles foram que eu dou um jeito
They
nisso.
look to be heading for Polvo's moon Miatha. Good hunting.
Será que dá pra ir pra cá? Ah. Ah, tá. Não. Aí. Sim, eu sou teimoso. Podia ter usado a escada, não usei. A nave dela tá bem ruim, hein? Vamos lá pra lua. Me diz que não tem nível alto. Acabou o som. Mais um. Pegar peças de nave, né? Vamos ver. Ali tem mais um. Foi longe esse, hein? Peças de nave. Ah, eu vou pegar peças de nave, eu preciso. Esse aqui é o que eu já tinha pego. Aí. A sem som é estranho, né? Ai. Só espero que a gente não esteja muito longe do final.
Smugglers always like to use HopeTech ships to resemble legitimate transports. I wonder how the company feels about that.
Eu devo ter alguma coisa pra vender aqui, né? De arma. Ninguém sabe.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Excuse me, a little desperate here.
Que foda, eu não vou te ajudar, não.
You made it. Those outlaws didn't give you too much trouble, I trust?
Problema nenhum.
Good. I'm sure it didn't hurt that I softened him up for you. You've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila. The Marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready. If you need to take a little time first, feel free.
Vamos falar com o Hope.
He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up. Come on. I'm guessing the Marshal already told you this, but I'll say it anyway. Ron Hope isn't just the founder...
I just want to get all these approvals open.
I have never liked HopeTech ships. Though I suppose that is hardly the point of them.
I've spent a long time trying to build a good relationship with Hope. He comes on a little strong, but there's a lot to admire about the man. Everything you see around you, he built. Pretty much everyone in this town owes him for their livelihood. Can't begin to imagine the kind of pressure that must put on someone. All I'm saying is, try to show a little respect.
Foda isso no jogo, hein? Ou teu personagem não acompanha, ou é o NPC que não te acompanha.
Enjoy your visit to HopeTech.
I guess being above everyone makes them...
Eu vi essa porra em algum lugar.
Above everyone.
Ele tá ali no outro lado.
Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't protect your own, you don't belong here.
As for parts, we could try outsourcing. Do a contract with scavengers, maybe, but that's a decision that's got to be made upstairs.
Well, talk to Elaine about the scavengers. It's not a bad idea, provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for the welfare of everyone in the factory. We look out for our people here, Burchett. That's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Free Star Rangers. At last! Damn good to see you, Mia. I think we're done here, Burchett.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling, being a Free Star Ranger. We certainly could use more of you.
E eu pudesse falar com ele.
Shall we? Time is money. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory. Justice must be done, and the sooner the better.
Encontrei essa nave roubada em Montaraluna.
Good news! I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that doesn't mean your work is done. I want the thief found, and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors.
Sim, Sr. Hope, pode contar comigo.
I'm glad we understand each other.
You certainly seem to have taken a liking to this man.
Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind.
A nave foi entregue a um grupo de homens que estava tentando tomar uma fazenda.
Though what happened after the ship was taken doesn't concern me. What does concern me is making sure that this doesn't happen again. Well, I'm not sure I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions I can. Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on HopeTech for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price. I can't allow that.
If more people know about the theft, your chances of learning something useful will improve. Someone might have seen the thief and could identify them.
I considered that, but in the end, I deemed it too great a risk. I've chosen to place my faith in the Free Star Rangers instead. I hope so.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hope, but there's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word? That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail.
O suficiente para seguir em frente.
Let's hope. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place. He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there. No problem. Good luck on Neon, Deputy.
É isso aí. Fazer as missões na correria não dá pra aproveitar tanto o jogo, mas aqui tá legalzinho.
Let us stick to business here, and hopefully business has nothing to do with Aurora.
Hey, I don't care who you work for. You can't just... Oh, you're the rookie, aren't you?
Você deve ser o patrulheiro Price.
One and only. Well, the marshal's message said you were following a lead about a stolen ship. Truth is, a lot of stolen goods flow through here, but this city is real good at keeping its secrets, even from us. You're not listening. This isn't Aquila City. The badge doesn't carry the same weight here. The people who run this place aren't overly concerned about the law. Our job is to keep the peace and make sure the violence doesn't get out of hand. The last thing anyone around here wants is some hotshot deputy looking in every dark corner.
You should take his words to heart.
Não vou causar problemas.
Consider whether your obligation to the Rangers outweighs whatever may usually pass for justice in Neon.
Your stolen ship would have had to land at the spaceport.
Eu não tô gostando de nada.
Factory floor, it would have stood out. There's a guy I know, Billy Clayton, does maintenance work around the city and keeps an eye on ship traffic for me. I'll introduce you, but don't expect a favor. Even if it doesn't cost credits, nothing in Neon is free.
Me leva até o Billy Clayton.
Come on. That was pretty impressive how you volunteered to help out with the bank heist in Aquila City. Yeah, I read all the reports. I learned quickly that in Neon, staying informed and staying alive are closely linked. What stood out to me was that you didn't lose a single hostage. No wonder the marshal tried to recruit you right away. If he hadn't, it would have made him look like a fool, having some random stranger step in and do the job he couldn't. Now, if someone tried to hold up a bank here, they'd be gunned down without a moment's hesitation. Hostages or not. There are two things you don't do in here. One, you don't mess with Bayou's money, and two, you don't take Aurora off-world. But you understand that, don't you? That's why you just told me that you won't cause trouble. Keep that in mind.
O cara simplesmente vazou. Ele vai continuar os textos, né? O homem ficou quieto. Eu não aguento mais ficar caminhando e correndo. Irei.
Hey, Billy, got a second?
What? Oh, it's you. Give me a good scare. I thought you were one of Goodman's people.
Sure, far from it. Our new deputy here is working a case, and I thought you might be able to help. Take it away, rookie.
What do you need?
Uma nave roubada de Hoptech aterrissou aqui recentemente. Preciso saber mais sobre o piloto.
A stolen Hoptech ship, huh? Well, here's the thing. Neon's got no end of shipjackers. I see them come and go every day. It's tough for a guy to remember one from the other. You know what I mean?
Everything in Neon has a price.
Vocês podem estar em perigo.
Yeah, well, I'm one of them. I can help you, but right now my life is in danger, and I haven't even done anything wrong. Freestar Rangers are supposed to protect the innocent, right? Then you need to hear this. It's about my brother. He died while still in debt to a syndicate loan shark by the name of Emmett Goodman. Now, Goodman's coming after me to collect. He says if I don't pay up, I'm a dead man.
An all too familiar story in this city.
Yeah, but I never thought I'd be part of one of those stories. Did my best to stay out of trouble, but found me anyway.
Caralho, aqui, ó.
From where I'm standing, seems like our problems are intertwined like a couple of fuel lines in a thruster assembly. Maybe I can make an exception. Nobody wants that. I'd like to help you. I really would.
Caraca, deu certo.
Had to try, right? The woman you're looking for is named Grace Early. Stealing ships is her line of work. She usually comes here to sell the goods. Rumor has it she just finished a job for some mercenary outfit. And she's been throwing money around, so must have paid well.
I know her. When she isn't out on a job, she's a regular at Madame Sauvage's. That's on the upper platform. I'll back you up.
Well, what about me? You just gonna leave me twisting in the wind here?
If I were you, I'd get the hell out of Neon and start over somewhere else.
Isso aí. Conseguimos fazer com que o cara não consiga nenhum dinheiro. Agora estou deveras triste com o cara. Não quero atividade, sai.
Love your fit. It may not work for some, but you.
A Freestar Ranger and his... What are you? A sidekick or something? Now that's what I call real conviction. So how come I'm talking to the sidekick instead of the ranger?
This is the deputy's case.
Is that so? And you had to bring backup just for little old me? I'm flattered. Anyway, this ain't my first interrogation, so let's just get on with it.
Por favor, só preciso de informação, talvez isso salve vidas.
Aw, ain't you polite? I'm guessing this is the part where you tell me that you've got questions and that you expect me to answer them. That sound about right?
Sei que você roubou a nave, mas pode ter pessoas em perigo e precisa de sua ajuda.
So I jacked a ship? It was just a little fun. I didn't even keep it. It was a job. I turned it over to some men, and they took off for who knows where. End of story. Nothing I did put anyone in danger, okay?
Esses caras tentaram tomar a fazenda de uma mulher.
Look, they didn't tell me what they were gonna do. How was I supposed to know they were gonna go after some farmer?
You should have asked when you took the contract. If that woman had been killed, you'd be an accessory to murder. Did you think about that?
No, I guess I didn't. It's not that simple. Nobody wants that. Maybe we can work something out. Maybe I can make an exception. Sorry.
Ah, no.
But I can. I guess if I can't trust a Freestar Ranger, then I can't trust anyone, right? I was approached by a woman named Maya Cruz. Said she was a senior member of the First and that she had a job for me. She was working with someone inside Hope Tech and pitched me on the idea of jacking a ship right out of the factory. We were deep into planning the job when she had some kind of medical emergency. She said she needed surgery and would be in recovery for a long time. That was a few weeks ago. Haven't heard from her since. Not long after that, I got a message from a guy named Marco. He said he was the money man for the First, and he offered half up front. Never met him directly, though. It was always through intermediaries and using encrypted slates. Got the feeling he was paranoid as hell.
Do you have one of those encrypted slates on you right now?
Yeah. Here. Take it. I'm done with all this. Anything else you want to know? Yeah. Sure.
Next time you're at the Rock, you should give that encrypted slate to Ranger Alex Shadid. He's got a gift for cryptography. If anyone could crack that slate, it'll be him. I'm gonna head back. Good luck, Deputy.
Then I'm free to go.
Se me prometer que vai parar de roubar naves, sim, pode ir.
Suits me. I'm getting too old for this line of work. Besides, I'm going out on a high note. Ain't many can say they grabbed a ship right out of Hope Tech. Should make a good story for the kids one day.
Beleza.
These people claim to be independent, yet they still crowd together behind walls.
Poético. Eu gosto muito desse capacete. Só por um traje lendário desse capacete. Eu consigo melhorar alguma coisa de pilotagem? Ah, consigo ir pro nível 2. Aumenta a capacidade da nave para executar manobras e curvas. Desbloqueia a habilidade de pilotar naves de classe B. Sistema de mísseis. Eu não sei qual é aquele sistema de que foca a mira nas naves lá. Pior que eu não sei.
You should try Philburn's beer. It's brewed in the city and it ain't bad.
O cara passou por mim. E cara.
Hey, I wondered when you might come by. I'm Alex. Nia's report said you were heading for Neon? I've always wanted to go there. What did you think?
É o meu tipo de lugar, não. Não achei nada demais.
What? You serious? Well, that's a first. I guess not everyone likes to have a good time. Speaking of which, on to business. So how'd it go? Turn up anything useful?
Preciso de sua ajuda para decodificar esse código.
Oh, come to daddy, my sweet little mystery slate. I see lots of coffee and late nights ahead. Now, if you get any more of these, bring them to me. It helps if I can compare different instances of the encryption they're using. Just look for me up here. I have no life, so I'm not usually hard to find. You're counting on me. You know I outrank you, right? Please and thank you go a long way when addressing your betters, rookie.
Ei, chatão.
I need a word. Welcome back. Any luck finding out who stole that ship from Hope Tech?
Consegui encontrar a ladra com a ajuda do patrulheiro Price.
Glad you got a chance to meet him. Sounds like you're making real progress.
Valeu, acho que tô pegando o jeito.
You're off to a good start, but that's all it is. A start. What did you learn from this starship thief?
Foi bem produtivo, consegui o nome de 2 membros importantes da primeira, Maya Cruz e Marco.
Well done, Deputy. Sounds like you've got a couple of new leads to follow up on. I have a guess who Marco might be. I served with Maya Cruz. She's a technical genius and an expert hacker. I can give you some background if you want it, or we can go straight to planning your next move. Like what?
Onde alguém iria para fazer um tratamento médico de longo prazo?
Most likely place would be the clinic. It's in Freestar Collective space and provides the best medical services credits can buy. They also guarantee privacy, so it's an ideal place for someone trying to keep a low profile. Ranger Ben Armistead is posted there. I'll send him an update on the situation. Around the time he got out of jail, we started hearing Marco's name in circulation. Word is he's heading up a smuggling racket. Based on what you've learned, I'd presume he's funneling his ill-gotten gains to the First. Ranger Autumn McMillan is out at Red Mile right now looking into the smuggling operation. I suggest you pool your resources. Just remember, that's outside Freestar Collective space, so we've got no jurisdiction there.
Já é o suficiente para eu continuar.
Your priority is to gather more intel about the First. What are they planning? Who are they working for? Where are they headquartered? Just remember that your targets were locked up because they were loyal to their unit. They think the Freestar Collective betrayed them. In other words, you ain't gonna get a warm welcome, so be careful. Good hunting, Deputy.
Bom. Aí. Pois é, esse sistema de armas, eu não... Fiquei pensando agora. Controle de mira, né? Ah, as armas de mísseis são favorecidas, pois podem ser sua mira travada em uma nave inimiga e o conhecimento aprofundado dos sistemas de rastreamentos as torna ainda mais efetivas. Caraca, sistema de mira. Para travar a mira nas naves inimigas é 15% menor. Não, vou pegar isso aqui agora. Acho que o nível 1 já é o suficiente. E pra Nário.
System.
Ascensão de novo.
Hey, Dad, want to hear a poem I wrote? It's called a haiku. I just read about them.
A haiku, huh? Well, sounds exciting. Let's hear it.
Okay. It's called Space. Space is cold and dark. Starships fly there like comets, carrying us home.
Not bad. Hey, will you write it down so I can carry a copy with me?
I'll copy down, too.
We're docked.
You know how you lose things.
Ma'am, I'm just a courier.
I understand that. I'm not blaming you directly.
To hear an outdoor journey.
And in that year, how many times have you had this conversation about me?
Yeah? Got some trouble? Oh, now hold on a minute. You're the new deputy, ain't you? Yeah, the marshal's been sending out reports, keeping us all in the loop on your investigation.
Ótimo, assim, a gente pouco tempo.
I'm pretty well caught up on things. Ben Armistead, pleased to meet you. Well, I guess that's the long and short of it. You're the newest member of the Rangers, and I'm the oldest. So, is one of them first mercenaries here at the clinic?
Ah, teve algum problema médico urgente, então tenho certeza que tá aqui.
Every Ranger knows it's important to trust your instincts. No better place in the settled systems to get medical treatment. You can bet it beats anything them UC piglets got. Ironic, given they're the ones who built it. I know just the man who can help you. Right this way, Deputy. Just between you and me, I ain't entirely sure why someone felt the need to station a ranger out here. I'm not much more than a glorified bodyguard for Dr. Darvish.
Falei que eu não gosto de perseguir o
And she's also on the council.
NPC. Porra, as armas tudo.
Don't seem fond of the idea of me being here, and I ain't fond of them right back. Bunch of stuffy eggheads, if you ask me. Except Ari, that is. He's about the only one I can...
Aquele no microfone.
Now, hey there, Ari. Working hard or hardly working?
Hey.
Seu nome é Ari e eu tô nem aí.
More the former than the latter. What brings you by?
Well, the deputy here could use some help. Came looking for someone who might be a patient.
I'll see what I can do.
Having a good one? I'll leave you in Mr. Miller's capable hands. You need anything else, I'll be in my office.
A couple of years on duty here.
I'll try to help you, but our computer systems have been having some issues.
Ué. Interessante. A pessoa que eu tô procurando entende muito de computadores.
Huh. Well, we don't give the patients free access to our computer system, so I doubt that's related. Still, it's worth keeping in mind. So who's the suspect you're after?
Uma antiga soldada chamada Maya Cruz. Ela lutou bravamente na Guerra das Colônias.
The name's not ringing any bells, but maybe we can approach this another way. Do you know what was wrong with her?
É mais ou menos. Era uma emergência médica que precisava de cuidados a longo prazo.
That should help narrow things down. I can access the patient records from my terminal, assuming the database cooperates. Come on.
Era só derrupite bonita, ó.
I actually met a guy who finished the Red Mile. He lost an eye in the process, but he did walk away with a pile of credits.
Okay.
And I mean,
give me just
you
a
got
minute.
2 eyes, right?
Esquizofrênico.
Maya Cruz. Come on, Maya. I need you to be in here. Okay, finally. Here we go.
É o Excel, é?
No matches found for a Maya Cruz. If Maya's here, then she's got to be using an alias. Which actually makes a lot of sense if she's a wanted woman. Yeah. Let me think for a second. All right, hang on. I know that we do have a few female patients staying with us. There's Candace... What's her last name? Doolin. Candace Doolin. And then there's the Nakamori woman. I think her name's Jane. I don't recall offhand what they're here for, but it's a start. Off the top of my head, yeah.
That being said, we don't usually have a lot of patients staying here at any one point in time. Most people can't afford it. Sorry I couldn't be more helpful. I'll keep looking, see if I can turn up anything else useful.
Not sure if those Baroon zealots live.
Perhaps we should consider not staying long.
Excuse me.
Or
What gives
breathing
you the right
deeply.
to come in here? You're not my attending physician. Get out before I call for security. Well, I suppose I can give you a minute. Believe me, I hadn't intended to stay here. I'm a courier. I was transporting certain sensitive documents here to the clinic. My ship was intercepted by pirates. I escaped, but not without damage to my life support systems. By the time I reached the clinic, I was barely alive. I was rescued and placed in intensive care. That was 2 days ago. Well, the nature of my work requires a certain level of discretion, much as yours does. I've shared all that I'm willing to share with you, Deputy. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. We'll see who gets tired of this first. Yeah, okay, I get it. Alright, look. Nothing I told you was a lie, but yes, there is more to it. You can think of me as a freelance information broker. I came here to acquire classified research materials so I can sell them. Yeah, I realize it's illegal, but it's a victimless crime. Nobody gets hurt. As you can imagine, I'd rather this information not get out. I'm happy to compensate you for your understanding. Do what you feel you must. I'm sure Ranger Armistead will be more amenable to my offer.
If you ask me, that was a missed opportunity.
Would you please leave?
If you're thinking about going into medicine, just be really sure before you commit to it.
Pain's finally starting to get a little more manageable. Why, hello. Are you here to keep me company? I do hope so. I can't get any of these doctors or nurses to slow down and just chat for a while. They all claim they're too busy. Ranger business? Oh, I can't imagine what for. Unless you're here to track down that no-account husband of mine, that is. You'd think he could be bothered to pay me a visit once in a while, given I've been here as long as I have. But no. All I get is the occasional letter apologizing because he's too busy to run the farm all by himself. So hire some help, I tell him. And then all he wants to do is complain about how my medical bills ate up all our money. Ugh.
Truly, this is riveting.
You want to talk about questions, Well, I've got plenty of those. Starting with how come these so-called doctors can't find anything wrong with me? I've got no end of pains. Headaches, sore knees, a sore back, digestive problems, and all manner of other ailments. I keep telling them I must have caught some kind of alien virus. But these fool doctors can't figure it out. I'd had test after test for 3 months straight, and I'm damn near broke from the cost of staying here. Oh, so you're going to leave just like that? I thought the high and mighty Freestar Rangers were supposed to help others in need. Yes, me. I think that sterling reputation's getting a little tarnished lately. Well, go on then. Don't let the troubles of one poor citizen distract you from whatever higher calling you all answer to these days.
Hey, how'd it go? Did you have any luck? As a matter of fact, I do. I made some progress digging through the patient records, and I have one more lead for you. Her name's Catalina Rivera. She was rushed into surgery for some kind of emergency procedure. I probably shouldn't say this, but she was in real bad shape. The good news is, she seems to fit your suspect's profile. The bad news is that she's a guest in our VIP wing. That area is restricted to authorized clinic personnel. Even I can't go in there. Dr. Cassidy's in charge of the VIP wing. You need his permission to enter. Unfortunately, he's a real stickler for the rules, and the rules say no visitors without prior arrangement. You didn't hear this from me, but I happen to know that he keeps a spare access card somewhere in his office. Hope that helps you.
You had a chance to talk to Dr. Cassidy. Really fun guy. Try humor, though.
Vou tentar persuadir ele.
I'm sorry, but we don't permit unscheduled visitors to that area. You'll need to ask whoever it is that you wish to visit to make arrangements with me. Who exactly are you? You could be Solomon Coe himself, and my answer would be the same. No. The rules are the rules, no exceptions.
Flexibility clearly is not one of his virtues.
I'm a busy man, so make it quick. I don't want anyone to get hurt. I'm not denying that you make a good point. My focus has to be on the patients here at the clinic. I think I've heard enough.
Chatão.
I've given you my answer, and I'm not changing my mind.
Make sure those files are backed up.
Que arrombar. Pode visitar a ala VIP. Isso aqui já seria roubo.
And succeed at that before we are discovered.
Never a dull moment.
Aí. Sequência de descriptografia concluída, Maia. Os patrulheiros estão atrás de nós. Eles vão te achar e quando acharem um codinome, não vai te proteger. A melhor opção é se esconder em algum lugar seguro. Seu esconderijo na antiga mina de asteroide em Sakharov deve servir. Se precisar de uma fuga rápida, roube uma das naves de emergência da clínica. Sei que você não Tem muito tempo, a operação está para acabar. Obrigado por ajudar até o fim. Se eu não conseguir falar pessoalmente, sou eternamente grato pelo seu serviço corajoso e pela lealdade à unidade. Foi uma honra. Ué, escapou.
A brief history of time. If you find any addition, any at all, I will be your friend like
Something
forever.
bothering you, Andreja? Yes, actually. I am surprised you noticed. You have quite the talent for reading people's current mood from afar. Comes with the territory, I suppose. Care to share your troubles? I am concerned. Release the stretch free to perceive my presence. Regardless of how I present myself, I feel as though they're looking at me with disdain, rather than comradeship.
We're here.
Olha só. Uma base no asteroide.
Seals are tight. We're docked.
Your ship dock. If you are who I think you are, then you're here to bring me in. I had to warn you. I've had more than enough time to prepare for this. So either you leave now, or I'll be burying what's left of you.
Behavior is programmed, and therefore predictable. I find that reassuring. Spending time in a geode in space was not on my to-do list today, but it is very impressive.
Lugar bonito, hein?
If the system is protected, there will hopefully be valuable data.
Isso aí continua, ué. Tu tá bom nisso. Pode matar tudo. bastante de hack. Cadê o robô? Nada mais? Beleza. Extra. Ah, não podia ser tão simples, né? Ai, que filho da mãe. Armadura bonita. Descer mais um pouquinho. Foda vai ser voltar. Tomara que tenha como fazer teleporte. E ferrou. É bom tu ficar parada, mulher. Quieta.
Well, what are you waiting for? Finish it.
Não, vim te matar, você parece bem ansiosa pra morrer, porque a primeira tá tomando fazendas à força. Imagino que a primeira tenha uma base onde ela fica.
You might not think so now, but it's likely to end up that way. How about I make this real simple for us both? I've got maybe a few weeks to live, and I ain't spending them behind bars. You want to put an end to me here and now? Then fine. Get it over with. Life's kicked me around enough as it is. But if you want to let me die on my own terms, then leave me in peace.
Eu vou embora quando conseguir informações.
Well, how about a test? Rangers are known to be handy with a gun. But here's a problem you'll have to solve with your brain instead. I've encrypted this slate. If you can crack it, you'll learn something useful. Now get out of here. And leave me in peace.
Diretor de remédio. Tá cheio de negocinho. Correta. Porra do elevador aqui. Ah, agora faz sentido aquele elevador. Antibalística, menos 15% de dano físico de armas de longo alcance. Ó, Varum.
It is a... If there's anything you need...
Uma coisinha pra você.
I appreciate having your ear.
Agora tem uma coisa do seu mundo. Ufa. É isto? Se eu soubesse, eu acho que seria melhor ter acessado isso aqui antes, né? Ah, tava estragado. Agora tudo faz sentido. Age. Tá muito imersivo, não tem nem som. Voltar pra cidade é aquilo, entregar o códice.
Tequila City's always haunted.
Work hard, play hard. That should be the free start.
Caraca, aquele maluco, né? Não. Bem parecido.
Not everyone gets to say they work.
Just making my way.
Precisava levantar.
Hey there, Deputy. Way I hear it, you've been keeping busy jumping from one side of the Freestar Collective to the other. How do you like the job so far?
Me sinto bem de estar por aí fazendo diferença.
So, what brings you by? Well, well, what do we have here? Well, this is new. Very interesting indeed. I'll see what I can do. If you can get me another one of these, it'll give me more context for the encryption and should speed things up. In the meantime, you be careful out there, Deputy. From what I've heard, these mercs mean business.
Bom. Vamos agora pra... esse daqui. Aí.
Hey there, Deputy.
Em fuga. Ah, tá. Certinho, é essa daqui mesmo. Porrima. Belo nome de planeta, Porrima. É demais.
Gear looks green. Ready to land.
A gente aqui é investigador espacial.
I think together, the two of us could do very well.
Parece.
Chit-chat with patrons.
É, definitivamente é ali dentro. Ela tá com mochila? Ela tá com mochila. Queimadora de frio. Ah, ótimo.
Don't shoot me! I didn't do anything wrong!
Bullshit. You didn't think we'd notice that you tried to slip away without paying your check?
I was just going out for some fresh air. I even told the bartender. You can ask her yourself.
Fresh air, huh? On a planet with no atmosphere.
Whatever you have to say, I don't give a shit.
You better watch it. Wait a minute. Judging by the wide-eyed and clueless look on your face, I'm guessing you're the new deputy.
Isso mesmo.
Wonderful. Well, your timing couldn't be worse. I've spent weeks trying to crack this smuggling ring, and I'm about to take a very important meeting.
Desculpa incomodar, mas tenho que trabalho a fazer.
Well, you're here now, so we'll just have to make it work. I don't have time to catch you up, so you're gonna have to follow my lead. I'm about to meet with a contact who might be able to give me vital information about the smuggling ring. If you play your cards right and don't do anything stupid, she might be able to help you find Marco. If you're ready, my contact is here and waiting. Follow me.
Tem muitas perguntas. Top músicas.
Pardon.
It's not every day you meet someone known throughout the settled systems. But
I keep thinking I should run the course someday.
I think that might be Donovan Reese. I dislike him intensely.
Yeah, well, things changed. Take a seat. Come on, sit.
So you're working with Autumn, huh?
Calma.
Who are you?
Tenho uma grande amizade com a Autumn. Ela ficou muito feliz de me ver. Putz.
Wait, Autumn has friends?
Like hell. The deputy here is interested in meeting Marco to talk about that mercenary company he's been funding. Since part of that money is coming from his smuggling operation, we're working together.
So you're investigating the first? Why?
Eles estão tentando expulsar agricultores das terras deles e quero saber por quê. Pessoas e a primeira é uma ameaça.
Seems like a strange thing for a mercenary company to be doing.
I guess an introduction is in order. Like Marco, Jade here is the head of a small smuggling cartel. Difference is her crew stays out of Freestar Collective space, while Marco's group operates exclusively within it.
Except now he's looking to expand his operation, and he started moving in on my territory. That's exactly what this meeting is about. Look, the bad news is, Marco's incredibly paranoid. He never stays in one place for long. The good news is, I know how to find him.
But you're not gonna tell us yet because you want something.
I want the same thing you do. I want Marco out of the picture. But like I said, getting a meeting with him can be damn near impossible. One of the few people who can arrange such a meeting is right here at Red Mile.
Mr.Dimh. We've suspected for some time that Red Mile was a meeting place for smugglers. If she's in business with Marco, she won't give him up easily.
Deve ter alguma coisa que ela queira e que eu possa oferecer em troca.
Yeah, well, so can she. I can tell you right now what she's gonna want, because it's the same thing she always wants. She wants runners. It's how she makes most of her money. Of course, people that hard-blooded aren't easy to find.
Yeah, well, I'm not going out on the mile. That's a death sentence. There has to be another way.
You've been a ranger long enough that too many people know your face and your name. Runners attract a lot of attention. If someone recognizes you and tips off May, this whole thing is shot. You, on the other hand, are just a deputy. It's pretty unlikely that a lot of people know you.
You don't have to do this. We'll find another way to get to Marco.
Não temos tempos, preciso lutar.
All right. It's your call to make.
You have played your hand well, Jade. Using the Rangers to eliminate a rival. Very clever.
From where I'm sitting, we're using each other.
If it's really as simple as asking May Divine for a meeting with Marco, then I guess that's all you need to do. We'll wait here for you. Try not to die. Will you?
You're really going to take on the mile, huh?
Vamos lá tentar persuadir a mulher.
I keep thinking the next runner will live up to the legacy.
Sabia que tinha visto alguém parecido.
Ah, a new face. I wonder, is this the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile? or simply one seeking a respite from the burdens of life. My name is May, and I'm the proprietor of this establishment, home of the famous Red Mile.
Não conheço.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it? I won't even ask how that's possible. You're in for a treat, then. The Red Mile is the settled system's most exciting sporting event. Brave contestants from all corners of the galaxy come here to try their luck in a deadly race to the finish. Those that survive are celebrated as champions. Those that don't are quickly forgotten. I'm happy to answer any other questions you might have. In the meantime, please enjoy our world's famous hospitality. That is true, but Mr. Graziani values his privacy. What is your business with him, exactly?
Vai trabalhar para ele, é um assunto particular, prefiro não comentar.
Quite a leap of faith that you're asking me to take. I have no particular love for Marco, but he is a business associate, so I must protect my reputation. Fortunately for you, I'm in a generous mood. It's been too long since we've had proper entertainment. If you're willing to provide it, I'll give you Marco. Are you prepared to run the Red Mile?
E é o preço a pagar, eu topo.
I give you my word, which is something I never do lightly. Once you've begun, I'll collect bets from our patrons who will place wagers on your survival. That's what every runner says.
You definitely have at least 50-50 chance.
Now that we're clear on what's expected.
Olha lá, sorrindo, que desgraça.
Good. Come with me and I'll introduce you.
Pera aí.
Hey.
Thinking of running sometime? Talk to May and she'll...
Things people will do to try and know me.
Your attention, please. Valued patrons and honored guests. For one brave soul, the hour of fate is at hand. Yes!
Pera aí, eu tô com queimadura.
Hunter has come to test the Red Mile! Now it's your chance. Fearless challenger, as you contemplate your wagers. Do you see the fire in those eyes? What is that if not steely determination? I think you'll agree that we're in for quite a show! The rules are simple. Go through the door and take the elevator down to where the mile begins. Activate the beacon at the base of the tower to see in the distance. Once you've done so, return here alive and your run will be complete. Go now
Carai.
and see if you can survive the mile!
Tem suspeitos aqui, hein?
Shall we agree that was an unfortunate accident?
Ah, sai fora. É muito bicho que tem aqui. Recruta número 1. Falta bastante metros. Oi, bichinho. Oi, que bicho, filho da mãe. Isto estás a causar quedas de FPS. Sai daqui, ô desgraça. Vou ver o que ele disse, se tem crédito. Tem. Cagaço, pô.
Congratulations, runner. You have succeeded where most have failed. In fact, you seem none the worse for wear. Indeed you have, and in most impressive fashion. As promised, I'll set up your meeting with Marco. I'll dispatch a courier to let him know you're coming. Please take a moment to relax and enjoy our hospitality. I'll return shortly.
I've seen you run. Not bad. You have a ways to go.
You're back. Are you okay?
Not afraid. Maybe May'll give you a chance.
Really? Either the Red Mile's reputation is exaggerated or you're just that good. Anyway, I'm relieved you made it through okay.
Why? Afraid you'd lose all that work you put into your smuggling investigation?
I wouldn't expect you to understand. All you see in people is what you can get from them. I'm glad, because that was an incredibly brave thing you did. And we need rangers with that kind of courage. Also, I owe you an apology. I was pretty awful to you at first. I'm sorry about that. You're right. Let's focus on the job. Once you're on your way, I'll return to the Rock and let the Marshal know what's going on. Come home safe, Deputy. That's an order.
You always were the soft one, little sister.
Oh, go to hell. Or at least make yourself useful and get us some drinks.
You must be tougher than you look.
Nossa, elas eram irmãs e eu não percebi. Que porra é essa?
Blowing off some steam.
O caminho foi mal.
Well done.
Não consigo.
Time for me to keep my promise, runner? You can find Marco on Kodos aboard his ship. I'd advise you not to keep him waiting. He is not exactly patient. Good. Travel safely, runner. Should you ever crave the challenge of the mile again, it will be here, waiting for you.
Confia. Vou fazer isso de novo, não. Cheyenne, ó.
Locked in? I'm glad.
I know you can explain, but I am still in big trouble.
Gosh, this again.
I do not wish to be a nuisance. I just do not understand it.
E é ele ali na nave. Fortuna.
You the runner? Boss is in the back.
Anyone who allows us just to walk into a space like this is very, very confident. Or, I suppose, very insecure.
Are we impressed?
Clearly that is the goal.
The dulcet tones of
Never mind, I am not impressed.
Drácula. Não viu nada, então beleza.
Welcome. May's
E aí,
message
cara?
didn't exactly make it clear why you wanted to meet with me. If you're looking for work, my organization is always in need of pilots and security personnel, willing to take risks. Ah, I see. You did well to find me. I'm not an easy man to locate. Though I suppose we haven't exactly been keeping a low profile lately. Given the nature of the contract, a degree of exposure was always a risk, but a calculated one. To be honest, I think the Major is all but spoiling for a confrontation with the Rangers. Still, I confess, I'm a little disappointed that the Marshal sent a deputy instead of a full-fledged Ranger.
Tread carefully, Marco. You underestimate the deputy at your peril.
And who might
Valeu.
Call me Andreja.
Welcome to my home, Andreja. If I may be so bold, you possess a certain mystique. It's a pleasure to have you here.
The feeling is not mutual, and I am not the one with whom you should be trying to curry favor, Marco.
Your deputy friend here could have a bright future, assuming we all keep our heads.
Quero saber detalhes das operações da primeira, incluindo quem te contratou.
I'm not sure you are grasping the situation here, Deputy. You are on my ship, outnumbered by my guards, who killed you without hesitation. I'm a businessman. If you expect me to cooperate, I'm going to want something in return. I won't tell you everything. I do still have some loyalty to my unit. However, I can point you in the right direction. In exchange, I want the Rangers to let me operate with a free hand. I have a better idea. Instead, I tell you something you don't want to know. But you should. The Council of Governors is a group of greedy and corrupt liars who are using you and the other Rangers to protect their own interests. Do you really think they give a damn about the people of the Freestar Collective? If being in the 1st Cavalry taught me anything, it's that blind loyalty gets you killed. Time you learn the same.
We should move on. There's nothing worth taking.
Damn. Yes, fuck.
Got one! Should have trained more. I will have your head!
O cara não quis conversar numa boa. Oi.
Bring it!
Olha que filho da mãe. Eita porra. Já virou código isso aqui?
You're not fucking out.
Lifting off now. Stay in orbit or jump. Your call.
Watch it. It's coming and going all the time.
Good to see you.
Diego Monroe, at your service.
Helga says I spend too much time at my terminal. She's probably right. Hey there, Deputy. How goes the hunt for the first?
Tá indo bem por enquanto.
Good, good. If you ask me, I don't think they stand a chance. You're like an Ashta creeping silently through the high grass, waiting for your chance to pounce, and then boom! Down they'll go. So, did you get any more of those encrypted slates? Because, let me tell you, I am so close. Oh, come to Daddy, you sweet little piece of technology. You go stalk your prey and leave the rest to me, Deputy.
Deputy. Take a seat.
Grab a chair.
While you've been in the field, we've had more reports about farmers being threatened and attacked. Unfortunately, some didn't survive. Set those thoughts aside. Right now, I need you to focus. How's your investigation proceeding?
Indo bem, quando o Alex passar pela criptografia deles, a gente vai descobrir muito.
That's assuming he finds something useful. Otherwise, you'll be no better off than when you started.
Let's move on. I asked the other Rangers to share their opinions of you, and there are some things I want to go over. We'll start with Ranger Callow in Hopetown. She was grateful for your timely arrival, and impressed you had the guts to take on those pirates. Nia says you were respectful with Ron Hope and didn't push too hard. That shows me you were listening when I said to go easy on him. Exactly. Dealing with the Council can be tough, but it comes with a badge. No need to make it harder than it already is.
Let's continue. We've got a detailed report from Ranger Price about your recent visit to Neon. He said you met an informant who asked for your help, but you talked him out of it. Helping people with their problems is what we do. That doesn't stop because you're on an investigation.
You got results, and that's what matters most. Price was impressed by that. Said you really took the initiative.
Ranger McMillan praised what she called your uncommon bravery and dedication. She said you took on the Red Mile so you could get a meeting with Marco Graziani. Putting the lives of others ahead of our own comes with the job. I'm sure it was a tough call, but I think it was the right one.
So what happened with Marco? I doubt he gave you that slate out of the kindness of his heart.
Tentei convencer ele, mas ele não vem de boas.
Suppose underestimating you was his last mistake. Damn. I thought if anyone could see reason, it'd be Marco. What about Maya Cruz? Her loyalty to Hull and the 1st Cavalry was stronger than most.
Ela não tinha muito mais tempo, então queria acabar as coisas.
I guess I'd want the same thing if I were in her place.
Excuse me, Marshal?
Not now, Alex. We're in a meeting here.
I know, but this is important. I've done it. I've cracked the encryption on the slates. Now, I don't know exactly where the First are headquartered, but there are references to a place called the Factory.
The Factory? That was our nickname for the main facility where the mechs were manufactured.
Under the terms of the peace treaty, they shut all the mech factories down right after the war.
But they didn't destroy them. At least not all of them. The facility was on Arcturus 2. It could be a dead end, but if it's not, then you'd better be ready for a fight.
If the Marshal's right, you could encounter serious resistance. Be prepared.
Beleza. Eu vou deixar isso pra próxima.
Those first guys should have spent more time on their encryption.
Aham, valeu. Vou continuar esse freestyle aqui amanhã. Muito obrigado quem assistiu a live até agora. E espero vocês na próxima live. Falou!